All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Making the Brands, brought to you by BullsEye Merch. On our third episode.
Yeah, our whole number 3 episode, and we have our guy right here. Adam is joining us, and he already said that this is gonna be the best episode so far because he's on it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
We're kicking it off that way. So this has to be a big podcast because we're like the in between people, in between the audience and in between the artists. We get to see backstage and we get to see the audience at the same time. It's like a unique position to be
exactly.
in.
There you go.
And your fans, have been requesting you. That they've been DMing us and emailing us and
future fans.
Dude,
they're like, we want Adam. Where's Adam at?
Where's Adam at?
Adam.
So there you go.
Yeah,
you're blessed.
If you haven't seen him, you're gonna be seeing him this weekend. But anyways, we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so we got a tour. It kicked off last Saturday.
Yeah.
So Edinburgh, Texas, Banda MS. So what do you guys think about that tour? That just got started?
Yeah, it just like I said, just kicked off on Saturday. We had one show out there, and it went pretty well. It went pretty well. It looks like we mentioned in the past, like things are just getting back to normal, man. So it looks like things are.
Thank God.
Yeah, there's less.
No more masks.
Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like, hey, it's getting to that position where like, hey, just things are starting to look normal, man. Mm-hmm. Like you're able to see people and look at their entire face.
If they're ugly or not.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
So hopefully,
everybody's beautiful.
Yeah. This like I said, that was our kickoff this last Saturday, and then this weekend we have it at the Crypto.com Arena.
Hey, I'm glad you're not calling it Staples Center.
To me, it's Staples Center.
It's Staples Center.
To me,
it is crypto, but I mean, we grew up with Staples Centers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm always gonna see it. I'm always remember
it's
it as
crazy that
Staples.
Kobe Bryant passed, and then they changed the name from Staples to crypto. It's like two things dying.
Actually, that's a good point, bro. I didn't even think about that.
It's sad, bro.
Yeah.
It's sad.
A new chapter.
Yeah, a new chapter. But that's how life goes. So it is what it is.
Yep.
But speaking of life, how's 50 Cent's life going with the whole Super Bowl? I want to talk about the Super Bowl because I don't know if you guys saw Mary J. Blige, but she's not married and she looked fine as fuck.
Did you think that?
I thought she looked good, bro.
I mean, if that's that's what you're into,
Hey, that's your style. That's your style, bro.
That's my style, bro.
Yeah,
well, that's cool.
Good thing that you bring the Super Bowl because Snoop just performed, at the Super Bowl. And he's gonna be there at the one of the shows with Banda MS, which are the new shows at Crypto.com Arena.
Yeah.
Friday they're performing. It's just Banda MS, and then Saturday the 19th they have a DJ Snoopadelic. So he's gonna be doing a set.
Yeah.
Mixing I don't know if you guys have seen him DJ.
Well, yeah. He remember he had the show back in Ontario,
yeah.
Yeah, in Ontario, where he was with Banda MS too, and he was DJing. I mean, it's cool, man. It's cool because you.
I haven't seen it yet.
No.
Dude,
okay. Well,
man,
you didn't go to that show.
No,
you didn't go to that show.
I like how he hypes up the people. It's hip hop. It's
I can't wait.
And he throws in a little bit of Mexican music in between. We're not gonna tell you, what kind of music. You just have to go to the show.
Yeah,
I can't wait, bro. See Snoop Dogg DJ Mexican music. That sounds lit.
It is cool, but you did bring up the Super Bowl, so I mean, I said we could give it a quick few minutes to talk about that because I mean,
for sure.
The reason I think it can relate is because it was in LA.
Yeah,
it was in LA. Snoop Dogg was on it, and Snoop Dogg is gonna be in LA again this next weekend. And he's gonna be on it again.
It was Dre Day, right? I mean, that's why he brought in 50. I mean, 50 is from New York, but he produced like his music, and he brought Eminem's from Detroit.
Yeah.
So it was more like Dre Day,
Dre.
So
man, I've been a fan of Dr. Dre since I was a little kid, man. So I was like a few years.
Did anybody think sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm a big fan of Dr. Dre, and you guys know he worked with Scott Storch, right? You guys know who Scott Storch is?
Of course, he's worked with everybody.
But Scott Storch did a lot of songs with Dr. Dre, but I really thought he was gonna come out when he played what's that song? Is it Dre Day?
Well, what?
The piano?
Yeah.
Still DRE?
Still Dre. Yeah. I thought he was going to come out. That would have been sick. I'm a big fan of Scott Storch. So
yeah.
I was kind of hoping he would come out, but he didn't.
Yeah. Nah. Dre's the man.
Yeah.
Dre's the man right
there. Yeah, I think
a
lot of people wanted to see a lot of different West Coast artists, but that's only certain time. I mean, Eminem only got one song, so it's like it's kind of crazy. Dude.
I was thinking that possibly Ice Cube was gonna pop up.
Yeah,
because
but,
whatever.
But he did write that diss song, to Snoop and Dre. So it's like,
I would have been. I thought it would have been like, damn, because that's really
that's West
LA.
Coast.
That's LA West Coast. Yep. But honestly, man, that was one of the biggest things that I was looking forward to seeing Dr. Dre and the whole team perform. And like I said, it was in LA. It was at the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Yeah, the Rams.
Then,
Super Bowl champs.
Yes, sir, man.
That's crazy. That was a good game too.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah, it was a
good game. Towards the end, I thought that the other team would come back. What's his name? Joe Shiesty.
Yeah.
Dude, Joe Burrow. That guy's badass.
Yeah. But like we were saying, like we got to see Snoop rap this last weekend on Super Bowl. This next weekend at the Crypto.com Arena, we're gonna see him DJ with Banda MS. So that's gonna be cool, man. And like I said, we've been talking about it in the last few episodes that we have a bunch of new stuff coming that's coming out, and so for all the LA people, they're gonna be able to get to see that stuff as well. So, we like to give a little bit of behind the scenes and everything that we do with the merch and how everything comes along. And like this weekend in particular, Adam, you're handling the Crypto.com Arena with Snoop and Banda MS, man. So why don't you let us know a little bit exactly of what is it that you do and how you go about doing your job and so forth.
I mean, I get myself in the zone, first of all. I'm like, all right, well, I got to work a show. So, like, I kind of put myself into, like, a state of mind. I'm like, all right, this is what I got to do. So, it's like a regular, it's just work,
Yeah.
So, I have, like, things that I like to get done. I show up, and I like to see where I'm going to be set up, where all my merch is. And then I'll go, and if nobody's there from really early, which I love to be really early, I'll just start getting all my merch out and start counting it myself, or spreading it out where I want it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we're gonna do our setup, and then that's how I start. That's how I start the show, so that the people that when I show up, they know I mean business. They're
cool.
I'm not just gonna sit back and not watch anything. So it's very important that I know a lot of the audience doesn't know that, but it's business, and sometimes people try to get the upper hand. So you gotta show that you're there to work too.
That you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's
really important that they understand that.
Yeah.
And once they see that, they have a different respect. So it usually flows smoothly but yeah, that's the first thing I do when I get there. And then after the counts, it goes to my favorite part, and that's eating the food.
The food at the venue.
And you guys know the venue, that's, I don't know about you guys, but the venue food is the shit. I mean, I think we could all agree on that one, right?
Well, it's not necessarily the venue, it's the catering.
Yeah. That's what it's called. Yeah, sorry, I forgot the name.
The catering company that each artist has a different one. So
that's right.
I mean, speaking on that's another behind the scenes thing, man. Seriously, man. There's some, I don't think we're going to mention specific names, but man, there's some artists that have some bomb ass catering, man.
It's one of the perks,
Yeah, it's one of the perks.
Yeah.
Some are better than the others. All of them are good.
Yeah.
All of them are good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. It's free food, so I'm not gonna say that. But like some of them have some bomb food where you're just like, wow, that was fucking good.
Yeah.
You just go back for seconds,
But yeah, like I said, you were talking about the counts and so forth, making sure that they know what you're doing and how everything's gonna, you have accountability pretty much, and you want them to know that you know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So I know one of the other steps that's important that we always highlight is the way that the display looks.
That's the one I had to work on a little bit, but yes, the way the display looks is super important.
Yeah, very important. I know we text each other, and that's why I always say, hey, you know what? Sometimes when we're there and there's thousands of people there, and you might miss a few things here and there. Mm-hmm. That's why it's always important that we send each other a picture, which is what we always talk about. Like, hey, listen, once the display is done, text each other, text the group a picture so we can see it, and we can see if there's a possibility for us to make it look better. Because when it comes to merch and the display, it's all visual. You're looking at it, and if it doesn't look right, it doesn't catch the attention. However, when it's displayed correctly and everything flows and everything's neat, it just becomes more attractive. So if somebody is passing by and they watches it, they're gonna be like, "Hey, that looks cool." Even if they didn't think about buying anything, you can still look at it and be like, "Man, that looks cool." So
Displays are important.
Displays, super important. And yeah, man, this weekend in particular, like I said, the fact that we're in our backyard this weekend.
Yeah.
We're in LA, man. So, and
It's the best.
Yeah,
All shows are the best.
yeah, and it's cool because there's no traveling involved. There's really nothing. This just we're home in like 30 minutes.
Quick.
Yeah, and that's it, man.
And also back-to-back shows, which is good. I mean, you only have to do, like I said, the counts. For audience, doing the counts is doing inventory. Of like counting, each design and the sizes, and so yeah, doing that, and then usually at the end of the show we have to do it again, right? I mean, I know Adam will go into that a little bit more because that's his show, and then since it's 2 shows, we only have to do it once at the beginning of the first show,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the second show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the best ones because you
yeah.
don't have to count that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back-to-back shows are definitely I would say they're convenient and easier, just because, like you guys said, you count in once when you get there, and you count out the next day when you leave.
Yeah.
Versus,
you don't have to count at one night and then another night.
Yeah.
You cut off one night of counting.
yeah, you usually, like I said, if the tour's going on and it happens to be like one of these guys flies out to, let's say, the Fridays in Texas, Saturdays in Chicago, and then Sundays in Miami or whatever, which tends to be the case where they're all over the place,
Yeah.
You have to get there, count in, do your displays, do a count out,
then
pack
bounce to
everything
the next
up, put it in the trailers. Night 1. Night 2, count in, display, count out, package everything up. Night 3, same thing. So right here, one shot in, one shot out. We actually get to enjoy the shows a little bit more when it's back to back. And sometimes
That is absolutely good.
Sometimes people think like, because I know like people have told me like, man, that's lucky that you get to be there and that. I'm like, yeah, it is cool, but like you said, it's work.
Yeah.
Like
It's
you
work,
actually need to know what the hell
You
you're
gotta know
doing,
what
man.
the fuck you're doing,
Yeah, exactly, man. Because
Especially you got to be on time. Let me tell you a story about being on time.
all right,
Because I have.
you have plenty of those.
Yeah, yeah.
You have plenty of those,
But
man.
this one happened one time, and it's the last time. I was at
right.
a show in the new venue, the YouTube, which is at the corner. It's in the corner of
Oh.
SoFi. And I usually keep myself a time frame, after a show to get my merch done, counted, boxed, and then get it to the trucks, because when you're doing a tour, the merch has to go to a dock and then it gets loaded in trucks and it goes to the next venue, right? Because unless you're having the same, like you just talked about, the show at the same venue, well, you don't have to do that for one night. But in this case, it had to go to the next venue, and it was, I think, in Texas or something like that. Or no, it was up north. It was a good
Somewhere
distance.
else. It was
Yes.
gonna be in a different venue.
But
I
the
know what you're
point-
talking about, but
yes,
yeah, I like
yes.
this
Or
story.
the
Go for it.
drive. Well, the
point
drive was gonna
is-
be a little long for
The point is they got a new guy to manage the trucks, and he's quicker, and I didn't know that. So I kept my schedule. I went to the docks, and I have a picture. It looks ridiculous of the amount of merch. I haven't deleted it.
I know
The
what you're
amount of
talking
merch I had, it was like 7 road cases and like, I want to say like 20 boxes or more, and sitting at the dock, and there's no trucks.
No,
And
it's
they-
fine. You
and they
text
took
us the
off.
picture.
I text you the picture.
Oh, you text us the picture.
And the trucks took off, and there's like a group of people standing there, and they just looked at me like, and I looked at them like, dude, what am I gonna do? But look, credit to the people at YouTube. They got on the phone and they called somebody, and then I called somebody, and the truck came back, and 30 minutes later it was loaded. But I was pooping my pants on that one.
Actually, I
dude.
recall that
was
because
horrible,
the
dude.
3 of us
Yeah,
were
we
there.
were all there.
The 3 of us were there.
Yeah.
That was
I think
horrible, dude.
me and this guy were in the back getting drunk or something.
Yeah, that
Those
was
are lit nights, bro.
That word.
Those are lit nights.
But I recall I was like, having a good time, just drinking, and I recall you text me a picture. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, we're like, no, I mean, we're always in constant communication. We're like, hey, Adam, are you good, bro? You need any help? Like, I'll put my drink down and go help you out a little bit, But no, I'm good. I got this. All right, cool.
Oh man.
And then, yeah, man, he
yeah,
sends
you
us
get
a
the- you get-
picture.
you get those
like,
stories.
damn, the truck is gone.
He's like, hey, dude,
My
they
heart sunk, bro.
yeah, he's like,
My heart sunk. I was
they
like,
left all the merch here, and I was like, that's not good, bro. We're gonna need that for the next day.
Man.
We're gonna need that for the next day.
There
That
was
was
so
a good
much
one.
merch, too.
That
That was
was
a
a
lot
good
of
one.
merch.
Well, that day is because
Oof, that was horrible.
so another thing about the merch is that we get to we like to take advantage of the fact when there's local shows, because that's the time that we get to like replenish whatever we're missing. So it gives us the opportunity to, like I said, like if we're missing a certain style, certain sizes, and it's local, instead of us shipping it to like out of state or somewhere else, we're like, you know what? Nah, let's just, hey, it's a LA show. Let's take as much as possible, put it in the trailers, and we're good on inventory for the next couple of shows versus having to ship out everything to different states. It just saves us steps. So whenever that happens, we like to take advantage of that. It happened to be that I remember that in the beginning at the YouTube theater. It was in LA, and we didn't we take 2 truckloads?
It was,
I think you went and you came back, and then you went and you came back again, like from here, from the shop.
Yes, I took a lot
You
of
took
merch.
a lot.
I took 2 truckloads of merch just to that show. So
Yeah.
if you could imagine, 2 truckloads were just waiting at the dock.
And it must have been like it was a
a small
lot.
pallet.
Like
You could
80
just
We
imagine
did a pallet
pallet.
of 50
If you could just
boxes.
imagine a pallet of boxes that's stacked at least I want to say like 12 feet high.
Not 12 people.
It was tall. I was looking up at it. I was looking up. It was bad.
So there was like I said, these are all crazy things that happen in this merch industry. I mean, aside from that, man, there's just so many other stories of things that happen. I mean, but it's always fun. It's always fun. It's always fun.
Unless that happens, and in which case it's not fun.
Well, you know what?
And after it was fun when we got it in the truck, though. So.
You know what? Like I said, but that doesn't tend to happen.
No, that was rare. One time.
Yeah, I think that's happened one, but like, hey, now it's a story, and we get to talk about it now. We get to talk about it now. So let's make sure that doesn't happen this weekend, guys. You know, since you're taking the trucks, you're taking the trucks, so just
that
make
merch
sure.
is gonna be counted so fast, they're not even gonna know what it was gonna be in the truck before you even know.
Make sure. So, like I said, this tour we have new stuff. And once again, you know, gracias a ti tour, gracias a ti merch. For Banda MS, and like I said, it's gonna be pretty cool. And for those that get to be there on Saturday, because it is back-to-back show Friday and Saturday, they're gonna get to see Snoop Dogg. So, I mean, it's just so, I think it's fucking dope how you get to have like Mexican or regional artists, and then they team up with like fucking Snoop Dogg.
That's
you know?
totally
Yeah.
that's totally a Chicano thing, though. That's specific to LA because we're not from here, we're not from there. It's like perfect for us. It's the best combo. You know what I mean? If you're from LA, the LA area, even anywhere up north too. If you're not, your parents were Mexican and you were born here, and so you're not really fully American because you talk to a white boy, they're gonna say you're Mexican, and you're not fully because you go to Mexico, they're gonna say you're pocho, you're white.
Yeah.
So this is like our shit, you know.
Yeah.
Mexican is like Snoop Dogg and Banda MS is like perfect. That's
And Snoop is from LA,
us.
bro.
Yeah,
So,
that's
Right,
like-
and then
it's so dope to
going
see
back
that.
to the Super Bowl, actually Banda hashtag Banda MS was trending because of the halftime show. You know that you know all the memes. You know, like everyone thought that Snoop was gonna bring out Banda MS. Yeah, so there was a bunch of memes, dude. Like, you know, people were going like, you know, hey, what time is Banda MS gonna come out? You know, so they were trending, you know, during the halftime show. So that's pretty big. I mean,
that's huge.
That's why it's good for artists to do those type of collaborations. You know, because then it expands. You know, it expands your audience.
It does.
I think and it's a win-win. I think for both parties, man. Both acts get to, like I said, if for some reason the fans of Snoop weren't fans of Banda MS. Now they possibly are, or they're at least aware of them.
Right.
Or if Banda MS, you know, fans of this, Snoop Dogg, then now they're aware of each other. Yeah. And like I said, it's funny, man, because when they brought out that song, it was, I believe, in 2020, right? I want to say that's what happens. And that year they were gonna have a few shows with Snoop Dogg, and it was when the song had came out. It was when it was like, I remember everybody was like.
That song.
Everybody was, you know, like I said, singing that song, or at least knew the chorus.
Yeah.
The chorus. They knew the chorus, but you know, everything got shut down, so they had to push it back a full year, which is, it's still cool. And it was still popular, but it's not like when a song first comes out.
Yeah.
You know, like when a song first out and it's a hit,
yeah.
it's different because now, and then right now it's 2022, which the song is already going on 2 years. Yeah. Like I said, it's still cool and it's still like
it's still relevant.
It's still, but like
it's not the same.
It's not like when it's like when the song first comes out, because when the first song comes out, you're like, oh shit, I want to go see that. Let me see, check that out. So now we've been talking about it for a few years, but I think that's why he brings in, not the fact that he's also going to be like just rapping or singing to the song. He's going to be DJing. Yeah. And it's cool. And it's a cool experience. He did it in July. Like I said, we talked about it. He did it in July. And it was cool. I was like, what the fuck? Like, dang,
yeah, both shows sold out actually at the
Ontario.
Yeah.
And that was cool because, you know, Snoop brings his own crowd. I remember I was standing next to Warren G. I was like, oh shit, I remember Warren G. That's cool. Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. So I'm sure that at this one he's gonna have some more guests and stuff.
Plenty of surprises, that's for sure.
Speaking of Snoop, man, did you hear that he just bought Death Row Records?
No.
Yeah, he bought Death Row.
Actually, I did see something about it, but I didn't.
Yeah. So, dude,
have you seen
like
this new artist, he just came out with a music video. I don't know his name, but he has a pretty dope song.
Oh yeah, man. I was like, damn, that's cool. Like everything is like coming back. Full circle, man. So he was once part of that record label. Now he's the owner of it, man.
Super dope.
So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. But yeah. So that's a little bit more behind the scenes on the merch. Like I said, we're still in the development phases of this podcast, and we're really trying to figure out how it's gonna run. But hey, we're getting there, man. We're getting there, and like I said, we'll be having more stories for you guys, and as we keep going, man, we're gonna be showing you more of what we do and how we do it.
It's going good. This is dope.
Yeah, we'll see if we could catch some videos of the performances. A little behind the scenes maybe.
Yeah.
People love that.
Staples.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some surprises for you guys on the next one.
Yeah, and if you guys do go to the show either Friday or Saturday, look for this tall guy right here, this tall single gentleman right here. He's
putting me out there.
Yeah,
single, ready to mingle.
And he's like, yeah, keep putting me out there. Yeah,
continue.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways, yeah, man. Don't ask him for no free shit because he's gonna. We note everything down. We note everything down, man. So
you might get it depending. You'll see.
He's like, I'll pay for it.
It's coming out of your pocket. It's coming out of your pocket, fool. It's coming out of your pocket. You're like, it might be worth it.
Can't do it, bro. Can't do it. Somebody pimping.
Cool, man. So, I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about, or I think that's it for today.
I think Adam's gonna get some footage of a little behind the scenes.
Yeah,
we'll have some videos. Maybe we'll put them up on the screen on the next show.
Yeah,
See what's up. Show you guys about Snoop and all that good stuff.
Yeah, actually, there is one thing that we should mention right now, because just you never know, man. This is in LA, and it's a small world, man. You'll never know. I know that every time I go to local shows, I run into all kinds of people. So one of the things that we do also at the end of the each show is we have to take pictures of fans with the merch. So if you do see Adam, he's taking at the very end. What do you do? I mean,
I do. That's true. It's to close it off, actually, because we didn't. Yeah. You asked me what we do for the show. So to close it off, I show up early. I get all my merch. We do the counts. We do a setup of the merch. Make sure it looks nice. Obviously, I go eat because you gotta eat, and then after I walk around, I take pictures of people with merch. So if you actually do see me, and you happen to buy merch, we do take pictures and we post it on Instagram. So if you're interested, it's a really cool thing that we do. The artist sees it and stuff like that. So take pictures, and then we post those, and then at the end of the show, we wrap everything up and it gets loaded in the truck. But that's what I do. That's what I do at the show. Go around, talk to people and stuff. So if you see me, say what's up.
There you go. So buy the merch, put it on, and then Adam's gonna
take a picture.
Take a picture of you. You're gonna put it on social media.
Put it on BullsEye. Make sure you follow BullsEye merch.
There you go. Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Well, that's a wrap for episode number 3. Quick and easy, and cool, man.
Not bad.
That's it for this one. See you guys in the next one.
It's only gonna get better. Let's go.
All right, cool. See you guys in the next one. All right, peace.